Belize Watch. Knowledge of the past, impacting the present, building the future.
Jump and shout all over the nation. Breaking out with a new creation.
On our visit to Santa Familia village in the Cayo district, our Belize Watch team visited Natividad Amor Obando. He is known as a forest gardener, and he took great pride in showing us how he continues to have the land work for him. We will share that discussion after we hear from our partners, Shell Belize Limited, Belize Tourism Board, and the Barry.
I am proud to be a Belizean.
I've always enjoyed the different flavors of my country. Every nook and cranny has its own unique taste.
Our history, rich with culture. We've come so far since our independence. Our flag, rivers, mountains, our people, diverse and strong.
Looking back, I am proud and honored. We must continue to preserve and conserve our culture and country for the next generation.
This is our Belize. Respect it, cherish it, love it.
We are the Barry, offering you great products, good service, and of course, the lowest prices in the entire country. Visit us in Belize City, Belmopan, San Ignacio Cayo, Orange, and now in San Pedro, La Isla Bonita. The Barry. Get more, pay less.
Shell V-Power with 3 times more cleaning and friction-reducing molecules. Go well. Go Shell.
It don't matter what part of the jewel they come from. You that you and me that me. But guess what? All are we the one. See what I mean?
I'm at the home of Natividad Amor Obando. And Natividad Amor Obando, I've known him for many, many, many years. I mean, it's not like a whole lot of years. I told Natividad.
Man, from yesterday when we were young.
Yes.
That's right.
But we're still young, right?
But then we had guitar and we used to sing and we used to
Yes.
clap. But I remember.
Yeah, we used to have some good times on the whole edition of Belize Watch, right?
Oh, yes.
Uh-huh.
Beautiful
You
times.
still play the guitar?
I still play the guitar.
Uh-huh. And we're at your home now in Santa Familia.
Look at that. I mean, always hope that one day you will come to this home right here.
Yeah.
Now, today, God has blessed us quite a bit.
Yes, I'm here now, Natividad
right.
Amor Obando.
That's
You know, everybody, if you say Natividad Obando, people say, who is Natividad Obando? And then everybody, you say Amor Obando, then they say, oh yeah, okay, we know he, right? So let's get to know a bit more about Natividad Amor Obando. You were born in this village?
In this village, right by the riverside, because we are the beginning of the Belize Old River.
Santa Familia. Yeah.
Santa Familia, but take warning, we the branch mouth.
Yes, branch mouth.
That's right. We are a part of Santa Familia. Santa Familia is branch mouth, Janisam, and Carmelita.
Mm-hmm. And when you say branch mouth, you mean it's the area where the Mopan and the Macal River meet to form the Belize River. That's called branch mouth. You say I know Belize geography, you know?
Yeah, you may come by.
I mean, don't come here already,
Yes, that's
but
right.
on the other side
On
of the
the
river.
other side, we never come this side. I tell
Yeah,
her, you
first
know.
time I'm coming this side.
That's right. And this here is where the Obandos were born.
Okay.
All the brothers, we had the band, we had music here from 1969. We had electricity. We used to crash our instruments on boat and go to play to Roaring Creek, Melchor, all about. But we were very popular in the younger days.
Now, where would the Mopan be in our direction?
Over that side.
Over that side.
That's right.
Okay, so we
And the
move.
Macal is on your as I am facing, the Makal will be on this side, and the Mopan on this side, and the Belize River straight down.
Straight down.
That's
They
right.
both form the Belize River.
The Belize River.
That's the genesis of the Belize River.
That's right. Belize or Old River, we used to call it. Yeah.
And that one obviously empties out at Halova, at the mouth of Halova.
That's
the
right.
Halova Bridge.
All right. Yes, true. Because one time somebody said empty by Belize there, Belize City. No, empty a Belize City, empty a Halova.
Halova, but there's a tributary now, a creek, the Halova Creek, that takes it through Belize City and divides Belize City in two.
I want to tell you the truth. Standing in this forest here, the mahogany days were the most beautiful days when I was growing up. They used to bring the logs from the forest, dump it down there where we call a Bakadia, and when the floods would come, they would float the logs and it would go to Belize City. And then they used to put logs together, and people would ride on those logs and go unhooking all the logs that were going to Belize City. But it was beautiful.
Yeah, you had to manage all the logs, right? Because you had to know what's going where and that
That's
kind of
right.
thing. The
That's
whole
right.
science, right?
Mhm. But you had...
Did you work in the mahogany camps?
Well, only way up when it was my job to hunt mahogany. I used to hunt mahogany one time. Yeah. I used to do it. I was a teacher, but to get the first-hand information on how these things are done, I would go and do it practical.
Okay.
I did that with mahogany. I did that with chicle. Yeah, I bled chicle too. Just as something to learn it practically.
That's why the songs that you sing, you say, I am a mahogany cutter, I'm a chiclero. I remember your songs them very well, you know.
Okay, well, I have them. Anytime you want a copy of the compendium, the whole thing, you could have it. I want Radio Belize to have it, Love FM to have it. So anytime you're ready, you could collect that.
Okay, sure, we'll definitely go with it.
This is something that we have been doing along with the forest gardeners. When I came to Branch, I didn't want to just have a place to live. I wanted to have a forest garden.
Yes.
So this is the forest that you are looking at here. This tree here is about 48 years old.
It's a huge tree.
Yeah, and I have two of these.
You ever climb this tree?
Well, only on ladder.
You don't know, I mean.
I put my ladder there and I go up, way up there, go look at the garobo. Yeah, because the garobo live right up there. Yeah, but if you notice, I have...
What tree is this?
This is a rain tree. It's a rain tree. Right now it is shedding leaves, so it looks like a real rainy day happening. All the leaves are coming down. Yeah.
What's the reason for it to shed its leaves at this time? Is it because it's attracting more rain?
In March, everything will come back.
Okay.
Yeah. And it is something, if you notice the flow, look at the flow down there. You can see that so much leaf.
All these leaves are from off the tree.
Yeah.
And the leaves are very small. They're not big leaves.
No, they are small, but they are very, very organic. They see how luscious this is? See, the basket is just running. The maguey, everything is just prospering. Just.
You mentioned the maguey. Which one is the maguey again?
Let's go this way.
Because there's an old ranchero I used to like, right? Chupale al maguey.
Maguey.
Ah, you know the song, right? You know the song.
Yeah.
How you go again?
Really walking stick, Micho?
How you go?
En una penca de maguey grababa mi propio nombre juntito al tuyo.
Go ahead. I remember the song. I remember the song very well.
No, when I go up there, I will take the guitar.
Córtale al maguey. Pícale. ¿Corte o pícale?
Pícale.
Pícale al maguey, right? Yeah,
Let's go by the maguey.
Let's go by the maguey because we start by the maguey. This is the maguey, yeah?
It's the maguey right there.
So you planted it? What's the maguey good for again?
Man, for all kind of things. Gumercindo.
Well, let's call. There he is, man. The master forest gardener is here with us. Come, forest gardener, master gardener.
¿Para qué es bueno el maguey?
Maguey.
See how much you have there?
Oh, do you have it over there too?
Yeah.
Well, let's go over there since he was over there.
Yeah. Yes, maguey also it's an ornamental, but also a medicinal plant. Good for rashes. When you have a rashes that you want to scratch, you scratch. You don't stop till you get a piece of the leaf. You heat it over the fire. It becomes very soft like a cloth, and then you squeeze that water. You put it over the affected area, and then people. And then people use it for arthritis too. When you have arthritis on your joints, you take the same thing, do the same way, put that same water on the affected area, but you have to do it several times, not only one time.
Chupale al maguey, right? But why would they say to suck it? Because that's what that means. Chupale al maguey.
Maguey is a different. Maguey is cactus. This is maguey morado.
Oh, so there are different kinds of maguey.
Cactus. I will show you the cactus further down.
Right here too? Yeah. Okay. Well, why don't join us, Forest Gardener, because you know, Amor is taking me on a little walk around his garden and what have you.
The basket plant. It keeps your land under control. No vegetation will grow there. He controls everything.
Basket plant.
Basket plant. That's right.
I think it's farming to the maguey too. Yes, it's a white maguey. Yes, also could be medicinal too. Yep. I just discovered something. This got fiber, like fiber, like strings. You can make like a rope out of it, like thread.
You know, there's an industry in Belize too that is making fiber out of the banana.
What?
Okay, yeah, you're right.
Yeah.
It's there.
Yeah. It's strong too. You make it into thread and you go
like that.
Go
there it is. There it is. See?
Yes. So to get out this, you soak it in water for 3 days, and then you only get this. You only the string.
So Amor, you have wealth untold here again.
Wealth untold. Yes.
Yes, because look at this. Oh, sorry. Let's look at. I just want to see how strong it's strong, you know.
Yeah, you try it, and then exactly. It's strong. So you put it together. Yes, it's strong enough.
Yeah, but this it needs to be dried and cured, right?
Exactly.
But so
what I like
so this is good for that.
The way this plant propagates itself. You see there are tendrils here? See this here? See this little thing here?
Yeah, I see that.
This is a plant. This is a plant.
That's not a seed way?
No, it's a plant. It is connected to the main plant.
Yeah, it is.
And each one of them will become a plant. And then just about now, it will begin to give you a flower.
Yeah, there it is. So that's how it looks.
That's right. You take that and then it becomes a plant like this.
Okay.
It will grow.
And it's a beautiful plant, right?
Yeah. And then when it flowers,
land cover, we call it.
Can this grow in land? I mean, indoor?
Indoor. Yeah, it's an indoor plant.
Okay.
Yeah.
But
it is so beautiful that it is all over. If you see in there, see how much we have in there? Because it doesn't take two to grow. Yeah. And over here I have the flamboyants.
Okay.
And then the flamboyants are staggered with the royal palm. You can see now the royal palm right there. You can see the cotton tree right over there. See a young cotton tree there? Let's go closer. La Ceiba. This is La Ceiba.
This is the sacred tree of the Maya.
That's right. That's right. See, when it's young, it has the turns, the prickle. See, when it's young, but when it gets old, then it becomes just a tuber. Yeah, but it's going to be big. But because it is a forest, anything that grows in here, I don't cut. That is growing up. I allow it to grow because I want it to be a natural forest. Okay. If you see that tree right there, that's a fig tree.
This one?
Yeah. Okay. That's a fig tree. And I left it because the iguanas love it.
Oh, okay.
The iguanas love that. Yeah.
Yes. Call that amate.
Amate. Palo de amate, right?
Yes, amate. Yeah. It's for paper, making paper and cardboard.
Okay. Paper and cardboard, you see?
This is an old relic, that piece of iron there. That's a wheel that used to move logs.
That's right.
That's right. See? And these are remains that were left right here. Yeah.
There's a better.
This is a treasure for Belize, you know. It's going to be here all the time.
Well, wheel was used for what?
The trailer,
On top of a rock because the soil will eat it up.
see the shaft is to go in here?
Yeah.
Yeah.
And so but those were iron wheels, right?
Iron wheels.
Iron wheels that they would use in the forest.
That's right. Yeah.
You couldn't use rubber.
No.
Yeah, you couldn't use rubber.
No, this is a unique something right here. You watch this. This is actually authentic. The propeller of a boat.
But which boat?
The boat that used to come up upstream.
Old rubber boat? It's
Yeah.
an old rubber boat propeller?
Yeah.
Okay. So it's lasted so many years.
And you know this is
100 years old?
Yeah.
No,
More
well,
than
not 100.
man. More than 100.
Yeah.
Yeah. Yeah. But these are little things that are in the river. These are found in the river. Yeah. Yeah.
Wow.
But a beautiful thing. Then this is from the Mayan ancestry. This here. This is.
You found that here on the land?
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah. See, the two holes are right there. Those are there. I found those holes there. And then I designed it for sunrise and sunset. So it is turning here, and it shows you one side is the sunrise when you burn, and one side is the sunset when you die. Yeah, that is
interesting.
Yeah.
Come, Master Gardener. Follow us and let's just together. Let's enjoy Mr. Natividad Obando's
over there
house.
you have the fever grass.
Yard.
That is the fever grass right there. He could tell you all what you use. When we go back, we go drink some fever grass tea.
Fever grass tea,
Yeah.
I like fever grass tea. It's a good tea.
I love FM and gave me fever grass tea.
Yes, I remember.
Yeah, that is the sage. That one is the sage. That's sage. The sage.
Yes, it's sage.
And then see the big leaf. We call that the big leaf oregano. The big leaf oregano. That one there. Means he relentless. He never did. He never did. He just keep propagating himself. Yeah. That are the cocoa patch right there. Yeah, that cocoa yam. He ready for harvesting. But then tell me wait a little bit more.
Why you wait a little bit more?
Because I want somebody to see when I dig it.
Well, then make me dig. You could dig one. I could see when you dig one. I wouldn't mind seeing that.
Something to show my. Yeah, exactly. You need to do one.
See the hole right there? Now she's a bel hole.
Aquí está el hoe.
You know, use this one here.
Anyone you want, then you dig.
Easy for me.
All right. You the man.
It don't matter what part of the jewel they come from. You that you and me that me. But guess what? All are we the one. See what I mean?
So that's why I tell you we're quite ready yet. But we just dig us up for
New trees. You put new trees. So these are edible already. See, this size are good to eat.
Okay.
But this size here are not good to eat.
Why?
Because they make your belly soft.
Okay.
And you have to run to the toilet quick.
Okay, so that would give it some diarrhea or something. Lose stools.
Like, not a sickness. It just make you eat.
Loose stuff, whatever.
Yeah, yes.
If you had bones, you just eat one young one and gone.
Yeah.
The young leaves that are wrapped like this, before they open, you could harvest for eat.
They will eat that, yes.
Cut it.
Eat the leaf?
Yeah, cut it like you cut it today and tomorrow you have it. No, have it the same day. Like this, you cut it this evening, tomorrow you have it because you have some.
How you have that? You
fry it, you steam it, and then you cut it and chop it up and fry it with onion and garlic and a little.
Nice.
So Natividad, you will never go hungry, man. I mean,
we can't go hungry. When we go here, we always have things to eat. Always got things to eat. We never go hungry. See, that's a kalalu. See there? That leaf plant there? The kalalu. Okay. And kalalu nice, you know.
Yes, I love kalalu. No, that I like.
See, yeah,
Kalalu.
Yeah. You see the leaf one there? That pepper.
Uh-huh.
Pepper they come up. Yeah, pepper they come up. And that little tree yonder, that's a basil.
Okay.
Yeah, no, make we go further
what?
in here. Make we go further in this way. Yeah, the basil. Over here. See? Watch here. You see that? That's a turmeric. Turmeric.
Okay, yeah, that's a
Yeah,
turmeric.
yeah.
Yellow ginger.
That's right. See them there? Then they come up. Yeah.
Good.
Yeah.
You have a very constructive backyard.
See that? Cassava.
Cassava. Okay. Yeah.
You don't notice this one here? Contribo.
Contribo.
Contribo?
Yeah. Smell it.
Contribo.
Yes, you could soak that with rum and good for medicine, but not a lot, just a moderate.
Yeah, yeah.
But contribo is a valuable thing.
Oh, yes.
You're right.
Man.
Yeah.
Very strong.
Very strong indeed.
Yeah.
Very strong.
Over there, lime.
Lime.
Lime. All them trees are lime, and when they're loaded, then loaded.
Okay. Yeah, not bearing right now.
No, right now we don't harvest all, but that's a lime. Then you see that little tall tree right in between there? The mahogany. That tall one where they grow up, you see the pretty leaf? The mahogany.
Okay.
That's our next mahogany tree.
All right.
And then
you got it on the shade of the other one.
that's right, and that a lone mahogany. Lone mahogany. Over there, cassava. Over there, cassava.
Cassava.
Plenty, cassava, plenty.
So if you want to harvest cassava, you just come behind you and do your thing?
Yeah, you could dig out on cassava right now.
Okay, let's go dig out on cassava, man.
But this is el machete que trabaja no está aquí, man. Guay. Ese tiene, porque él no quiere salir.
Wow.
Yeah. See there, he pop.
It pop and all.
Then pop and all, boy.
So there was some more than ready.
Yeah, they want me ready.
Cassava.
Yeah, cassava. Yeah. Man, look at that, eh? See,
And you have so much of it planted there, Amor?
They all over. But I you know what I do? I make it as hedge. In my landscaping, I make it like hedge, so that when it grow, I trim it, and when I need to harvest cassava, I just harvest it.
Yeah.
Because you live close, I have a lot, but the rabbit is eating everything.
Yeah. There's some more.
Wow. Yeah. When my wife make pudding out of that, no?
Oh boy.
Man, nice. Yeah. Boy, ese te estaba bien cargado, Chevin.
No tenía mucho, pero iba a crecer más grande todavía.
There's more. There's more from the same plant. Yes, from the same plant. There he goes. There he's taking out another one. That one is yeah. That one broke.
Yeah.
But look at it.
No te aflijas, Chevin. Mañana yo puedo venir y terminar de sacarlo.
Oh, bueno.
No te aflijas. No te
Hey,
vayas.
But one plant would have how many pieces of cassava?
Ooh.
A lot, right?
I remember the Henry we used to take out bag full of cassava. Bag full.
Yeah, no, when they grow big sometimes.
Yeah.
One length, one bag.
One length of cassava, one will pull a whole bag.
Yeah.
Wow.
Grow thick, you know.
And they broke another piece of the same one. It's the same one that another piece broken.
That will sit there.
It's a long one.
Déjalo ahí, yo lo voy a sacar mañana.
Okay, he'll take it out tomorrow.
Tomorrow.
But see, look how much cassava we got just going there.
When you get a Belize, this is a cassava that from Big Yard.
Yes.
Yeah.
Big Yard?
Yeah.
Why call it Big Yard?
The yard named Big Yard.
Oh yeah? Why you name it Big Yard?
Because the yard big.
Okay.
Yeah. Yeah.
So that's why I call it Big Yard.
Mm-hmm.
So we're getting another cassava. We only took
one
matter.
Yeah.
Right? Right? And some more coming up on the same tree, on the same plant. There's some more.
Man.
Wow.
Look at that. Yeah. Vamos
con cassava.
Tenemos cassava.
Vamos a hervirlo ahorita
y a comer.
Y a comer.
Sí.
Yeah.
When we come back, Obando speaks on the importance of using plants for more than food. He also shared his experience in the citrus industry. We take a break to hear from our partners, Shell Belize Limited, Belize Tourism Board, and the Bari.
I am proud to be a Belizean.
I've always enjoyed the different flavors of my country. Every nook and cranny has its own unique taste.
Our history, rich with culture. We've come so far since our independence. Our flag, rivers, mountains, our people, diverse and strong.
Looking back, I am proud and honored. We must continue to preserve and conserve our culture and country for the next generation.
This is our Belize. Respect it, cherish it, love it.
We are the Bari, offering you great products, good service, and of course, the lowest prices in the entire country. Visit us in Belize City, Belmopan, Sa Ignacio Cayo, Orange Rock, and now in San Pedro, La Isla Bonita. The Bari. Get more? Belize.
Shell V-Power with 3 times more cleaning and friction-reducing molecules. Go well. Go Shell.
It don't matter what part of the jewel they come from. You da you and me da me. But guess what? All are we the one. See what I mean?
You see that leaf over there, that tree?
Which one?
That one right in front of us right there, that mate tree right there, that is desidero. That is one of the best food that you can have for livestock.
Desidero.
Desidero. That's
What?
the best food you can have for livestock. That's the one right there. Yeah, this one. This one right here. Good for animal feed. The Henry, we used to feed the sheep and everything else with this desidero. And you mix it with molasses if you want or whatever, but this is the fiber-giving food for the animals. Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah. So
Okay.
that's our little tour.
So you have your whole farm and everything together, don't Natividad Amor Obando.
And I will carry you by the other area by the patio, just to see that we not only do for plant for food. You know, there is what I will call food for the soul.
Okay.
That is another dimension that you want to deal with, because so many people live happy lives, not because of what they eat with for digestive system or whatever, but when you look in the morning, you want to see beauty.
Yeah.
Because that of the soul. See how much lobster claw, just the purple.
Okay.
Watch how much lobster claw.
Yeah. Heliconia, no?
Yeah.
But what's the lobster claw good for the heliconia?
Decoration.
Decoration.
Ornamental.
Just ornamental.
Just for restaurants buy it like that.
We don't have no medicinal value in forest.
You could use the leaf, the young leaf for slight headaches.
Okay.
You wrap your head with the leaf because it's fresh. With headache, normally it's got your head hot. So you lower your temperature with that.
Okay.
And this one here is the tiger lily.
Tiger lily.
Yeah.
Well, it's a big one.
Every year he give you every year he give you one big proboscis. But man, when that open up as flower, it give you one smell, rich perfume. Aromatic, very aromatic.
Wow.
Yeah, I mean, ask the villagers to give me one copy because they have plenty, and then give me 2, and I'm proud of that. Yeah. In here, you have an assortment of plants.
You can see that.
Yeah, see, you have, like for instance, anybody comes and say they want flamboyant trees, I give it away free.
Yeah. And you know, you got a whole line out there to look for flamboyant tree directly.
Well, tell them come by Mr. Obando, and he could carry all.
Okay.
Because I have too much.
All right.
Yeah, see, again, the ginger. See the ginger there? You know, every day people come around and say, when you have young gingers, see them there? See the young gingers right there? Then they grow. Right after the flower, they grow.
Okay.
Right after the flower, they grow.
Heliconia ginger.
So it'll be this, right? No.
Yeah.
Not the real ginger, it's a heliconia ginger.
Yeah, this is the wild ginger.
Uh-huh.
Yeah, but that's a plant right there. Yeah. That's the plant right there.
It's a beautiful flower too. There it is,
That's
right?
right. And that there is a friendly plant. If you just cut a stick and you put it on the ground, it's gone. See, that's why I have so much of that. See, another one, and the hummingbirds love it.
But it's beautiful. I mean, look
Yeah,
at that.
I come here in the morning, I put my wheelbarrow right here and I sit down and I watch the hummingbirds how them play. Yeah, man, beautiful. Beautiful. I said, God, you are almighty. That is definitely a sign that God is almighty. Yeah.
All the time.
This is the wandering Jew.
The wandering who? Jew?
Jew. Anywhere you throw him, he grow. Anywhere you throw him.
Wandering Jew?
Yeah.
J-E-W?
J-E-W.
Okay.
Yeah, but this, anywhere you throw him, he grow.
Uh-huh.
Yeah, they are the parts. These are the monstera. Yeah. See how they live. Yeah. But you see, I have the whole in there. See how snake plant you have in there? See snake plant?
It's one of the plants that you need to have in your house.
Why snake plant? What makes it snake plant?
It's purify the air inside the house.
Serious?
Yes.
Yeah.
And the other one that's not good in your house is the Zimbacia. That's a poison plant. This one is not good to have in your house.
I will show you up yonder.
Which one is not good?
This one is the Zimbacia.
That?
That is very poisonous.
Which one? Point on it. Put it.
That one.
This is poisonous.
Yeah, that's poisonous.
So you should not have this in your house.
No, that one. Yes, you could have that one in your house.
Have this, you have the artificial version.
Yes, you could have the artificial one.
Lone Daffenbachia.
Daffenbachia.
These are for ornamental.
Yeah.
Yeah.
But this, can you have this in your home too?
Yeah. People have it
you
in
can
their
have
home.
in your home.
Yeah.
But not
What happen if it touch you, if the resin touch you in your mouth or so, it get you numb.
Okay.
And then if it fall on your skin, it itch you bad.
Okay.
But you respect her and it's pretty.
So is that something you want to have around inside? Even though it's beautiful.
Yeah. Yeah, that are the snake plant right there.
The one that is on right now is a snake plant.
La lengua de la suegra.
Oh, that's what you call the lengua de la suegra?
You know, every day when I pass by, I pick my wild papaya. I take the young leaf and I eat that. Control diabetes.
You can boil the leaf for a tea.
Yeah.
And it's bearable.
Yeah,
you know?
I drink guava leaf. Control the diabetes. And it work good.
Okay.
Yeah. So in the forest here, you got all kind of medication. Beautiful medication. And you live healthy.
Of course.
Yeah.
No, what I do every time I go out.
What's this? What plant is this?
You don't recognize it?
I remember it, but I can't remember the name. I've seen it several times.
Okay. That's the way.
Dragon fruit.
Dragon fruit. When he flower.
Dragon.
When he flower, no? Man, pretty. But then, as the fruits try to come about, all the birds come by.
I got one tree like that.
The toucan love it.
Woodpecker.
But he needs another tree to grow on, right? He needs a.
No.
Look like he has invaded this particular tree.
Yeah,
here,
but
like,
you see what is hanging there? All of that have roots. So you take one piece and you carry it and you put it by your fence, and it grew.
But it's hanging off another tree, right? So it
Yeah.
has really invaded this tree.
Yeah, yeah. Henry, I was
How many
there
years were you at
16 years.
16 years at Henry.
Yeah, and then
Santa Familia too, a few years.
yeah, 7 years at Santa Familia.
Familia?
Yeah, and 25 years with the citrus industry.
Wow. What were you doing with the citrus industry?
I was a farm manager.
Farm manager. at the
That's right.
citrus
That's right.
Okay.
Yeah. Mr. Jenkins, Mr. Wagner, all those guys. Mr. Wagner used to be at the factory. Mr. Jenkins used to be the CEO.
All those names.
Yeah. And man, we had a industry that was an industry. Yeah. I remember the year when I doubled the production of citrus.
Wow. How did that happen?
When I got to BFP, they were reliant on one crop. The flowering that happens in November, December, January. They fertilized for that and they harvested that crop. When I got there and I began to observe things, I noticed that every year there is a spell of dry down in the valley. And then that after the dry, the citrus trees wanted to blossom again. But they blossomed a bastard crop. It was not a big one. So I said, I can push that. I can push that. So I tested my soils. I got the pH. I corrected the pH with white lime. 25 days, I watched the dry begin. And I watched that dry go for 20 days. And I began to fertilize. They told me, Amor, you're crazy. You did throw away fertilizer upon dry land. I said, you watch it. And I fertilized the whole grove. And when the rains came, blossom like mad.
Wow.
Second crop. From there on, the industry began to rely on second crop. And that year, we used to get, every year, we used to get 250, 280,000 boxes per crop. That year, I got 500,000 boxes. Nestle wrote Mr. Jenkins and told Mr. Jenkins, build him a new house, buy him a new vehicle, send him abroad to study. Yeah. And I got all those things.
Congratulations. Those are things that we don't know. We have so many heroes in this country that we are not aware of.
That's true.
I tell you, the amount of people who come to this village, where is Don Amor? Where is Don Amor? They're looking for Don Amor because Don Amor was an icon. Don Amor was part of them. We used to take 2-3 bus loads from here to the valley every 2 weeks and bring them back so they could see
From
their family.
here
To
the
Salada.
Salada in the Danfang Creek district.
In the valley, yeah.
In the valley.
And
they
then
bring them back.
That's right. There is a song right now that I wrote that says, apúrate boy, ese boss te va a dejar. Yeah.
That's the way they talk, right?
That's right. And when payday, crowd, 250, 300 people. And the people in the office used to come and say, no, Mr. Amor, we don't want to work in the office no more because people in the grove, they make more money than we.
Wow.
I remember grapefruit. The grapefruit market was down to zero. Mr. Jenkins said, top work all the grapefruit trees, put them into orange. Nobody wanted grapefruit.
No.
Well, I said, why people don't want grapefruit? They used to harvest grapefruit at 7 ratio. Very bitter. And one day, I allowed that tree to go to 10 ratio. And when I tasted that grapefruit, it was really delicious. So I brought one to Mr. Jenkins. I said, Mr. Jenkins, you taste grapefruit for the first time. And this will change the market. Mr. Jenkins said, why? I said, taste the ratio. And he tasted it. He said, man, Mr. Obando, if you can produce this, we are out of the woods. One day, I remember I went out to put on a grapefruit crop, and I protected from the next fly. I protected properly, and we got beautiful grapefruit crop. An area that was abandoned came back to production. Wow. And I had 30 acres by Henry there, and those trees were laden. And Mr. Jenkins came to me in the morning and said, Mr. Obando, I know this weekend is Labor Day, but I'm going to ask you for something special. I want your workmen to go and harvest on Labor Day. I tell him, Mr. Jenkins, that is triple time and a half. Pay them.
Wow.
So you pay them. You do anything you could to make me have so many drums of concentrate next week. And I said, okay, Mr. Jenkins. You know what I did? I took the 40-foot trailers out to line them. I took the loader. I put them there, and I tell them boys, I said, triple time and a half. And I said, what? Everybody. And when your bags are lined up, you don't throw it into the trailer. You throw it into the loader. And the loader carries 20, 30 bags. You put it in the trailer. In no time, that trailer, they go to the factory, come back. You know, some people paid $450 in taxes that week.
Wow, that's a lot of money.
In taxes.
Just the taxes alone.
Yeah. And that is how the whole industry prospered.
But what going wrong with the industry? You could tell me that secret or that aren't secret?
No, I could tell you because I know it. The rootstock, the me Valencia, on sour orange. But tristeza me hit Brazil. And sour orange is susceptible to tristeza. So now, information went out. Find the next best rootstock that is resistant to tristeza. Everybody went searching. We found that the best one was the Cleopatra mandarin. But the banks at the time were pressuring the growers with interest. So what the growers did, they went for the lemons. The lemons bear at air 3. Cleopatra bears at after air 7, air 10. You know much interest? But everybody went for the lemons.
That was faster money in their mind.
Definitely. And bigger fruit and everything. But the pong solids was almost zero.
Okay.
They got dried very quick.
Very quickly, yeah.
Yeah. So who went with us? I went to Mississippi and I cleared the land and I planted Cleopatra. Right now you go there, it's still bearing. One of the best growths they have still. The rough lemons, all the little Volca Mariana, this, that, dead. You could see that right there by Cebu. Everything gone.
Yeah, I remember there was a big plantation right there.
That's right. Everything gone.
Yeah.
Because they not bear more than 12 years, 12, 15 years. Yeah. So that was the mistake that the citrus industry did.
Okay.
I understand that right now they are trying to rehabilitate and they are trying to copy the good practices. But will they succeed? We do not know, but let's hope.
Okay. And then you went on to Henry after you left citrus.
Because I had graduated from Lynham in 1965. And it is because of my little agricultural background at Lynham that I got that job at BFP as in the citrus industry. So when I left the BFP, I said, let me go back to Henry as a thank you. As a thank you, to give thanks to Henry. Yeah. And I went back to Henry and I gave them so many years with pay and 5 years without pay.
Wow.
Yeah.
Now, how did you meet this gentleman here?
We are family.
You are family?
Yeah, we live. The school was here, and they live right there.
He didn't tell me like a family when I talked to him already.
When I say family, we just have Santa Familia. In other words, we are one family.
Okay.
But Doña Maria, the mother, Don Alejandro, the father, great people, man. Great people. I know all his brothers, I know all his sisters, everything. Yeah. But we had a good relationship. Yeah.
We always did have them. Yeah. And we still continue being very.
But
close.
Amor in the village is Amor.
Yeah. It's Amor, right?
Yeah.
Now, I noticed we are looking at each other and we see ants, little ants.
Yes,
Ants.
yes,
You just took
yes.
one off my shirt and
Yes,
I took a few off Natividad's shirt. Where do the ants come from? Because I know
They're dropping from up there.
they're dropping off the tree from up there.
Yes,
Sometimes we play domino because me and my brother play domino along there every day. And when we see the kill ants, they come from the tree.
Yeah, come from the
So
tree.
they just drop off the tree just like that.
They
Blam,
are
blam,
lucky
bam,
they
bam.
don't drop on the ground. They will broke their foot.
See? And I feel one.
Next one.
One
Next
doing
one.
a little number right here, right
Next
now.
one. Yeah.
My
But
friend is
if you
red
notice
already.
too, one thing what I do with this forest here, I allow trees to grow. Because I know when I walk 5 miles to go cut on piece of stick. I went cut on stick right here. I need a stick, I just cut it right here. I don't have to go far. So you need to have, if you have your nice piece of land, allow some trees to grow. Allow your area for vegetables and this and that, but also allow the other trees to grow. We have spice, we have kinep.
You eat right off the land, basically.
Yes, we live off the land.
Because
Yeah.
you want cassava like we did just now, you go dig one cassava and you buy cassava
Yeah,
and you can
that's right.
And cocoa, everything.
Yes, right.
Right,
But you know that we have had some good times at Belize, but you had to have this experience in Big Yard. You had to have where Mr. Obando come from, where we burn and grow and run boat and play. And as I may say one time that you show, we never only used to eat from the pot. We used to eat from the trees. Guava, costadapo, tuki, everything. We find it because everything may abundant, plum, everything may abundant. And that's how we grow.
Now you name Natividad, right? Where did the Amor come in? Because everybody call you Amor.
When I was born, apparently, I was born in San Ignacio. And there was a nurse. And the nurse said, Eulalia, qué bonito niño tenés. And your mama said, ese es Amor.
But they didn't name you Amor, they named you Natividad. The Amor was stuck.
When we went to the registry, it was Natividad because I was born on Christmas Day. You see? So the 25th of December, Natividad means birth of Jesus. Natividad Jesus, birth of Jesus. That's how I got that name. But Amor was out of love.
Natividad Jesus Obando, better known as Amor Obando.
And then the nurse told my mother, he said, Eulalia, tú tenés una retajila de hijos. Told my mother, you have a ton load of kids.
How many she had?
25.
Your mother delivered 25 children?
Of course, half of that died at birth.
Yeah, okay.
Okay? And when she had the last one, that was Antonio. Yeah, and she was old already when she had that last one. Yeah, but the nurse asked my mother, you have so many kids, why don't you give me this one? I will educate her. He don't miss nothing because I will educate her and everything. My mama said, prefiero comer manteca de corozo con sal, pero no te lo voy a regalar.
So she kept all her children.
Yeah. And I grew up reasonably well.
Well, here you are now. You know, had a successful career in life and now retired and living on your plot of land in Santa Familia.
As we wrap up our visit to Amor Obando's big yard, we are joined by his wife, Rose. The couple provided some entertainment for us. We will have that for you after we take a break to hear from our partners, Shell Belize Limited, Belize Tourism Board, and Debari.
I am proud to be a Belizean. Your bande, your bande. Your bande, your bande.
I've always enjoyed the different flavors of my country. Every nook and cranny has its own unique taste.
Our history, rich with culture. We've come so far since our independence. Our flag, rivers, mountains, our people, diverse and strong.
Looking back, I am proud and honored. We must continue to preserve and conserve our culture and country for the next generation.
This is our Belize. Respect it, cherish it, love it.
We are Debari, offering you great products, good service, and of course, the lowest prices in the entire country. Visit us in Belize City, Belmopan, San Ignacio Cayo, Honduras, and now in San Pedro, La Isla Bonita. Debari. Get more? Be less.
Shell V-Power with 3 times more cleaning and friction-reducing molecules. Go well. Go Shell.
It don't matter what part of the jewel they come from. You that you and me that me. But guess what? All are we the one. See what I mean?
I can recall your poem, An Art Concept of a Free Belize, right? I think you wrote this in 1981,
That's
right? I can recall that Independence Day in 1981. I think it was read on Independence Day, if I'm not mistaken, or subsequently, because I can remember reading this poem as I emceed Independence Day ceremonies. I can remember reading parts of it, if not the whole poem, right, over the years. So tell us about the inspiration and how that came about.
Well,
what was the feeling at the time?
As it said down at the footage there, in 1981, Belize received political independence. Presently, the task continues to achieve economic independence. I saw Belize obtaining spiritual freedom. And that is a symbol right there.
So the carving was a carving done by yourself?
That's right. The carving, Belize is perched on the apex of a pyramid. A pyramid has as a base 4 quarters. In the middle, 2 quarters. And the top, 1 quarter, giving you 7 in general. Okay? So you begin in the chamber of darkness, down at the bottom, where the Sphinx is, because this was borrowed from Egypt.
Yes.
The Sphinx has a spars like that, and the tunnel goes like that. That's right. That is the chamber of darkness. You walk through, you go through as a neophyte, then you go different temples until you reach the top, which is the chamber of light. You get illumination. And then that is what I want Belize to achieve. Illumination.
How many layers of the temple?
7. 7. 4, 3, 2. Yeah. 4, 3, and 1. 7. And if you reach the top, because I tell you, Mr. Rene, what we call life, if you do not course those 7 chambers, you have not lived.
So what do those 7 chambers represent in culture?
Right now, I would say Belize is not even has not even moved. The majority of Belizeans have not even moved from the first four.
Okay. And the first four would be at what level, more or less, in your mind?
Ignorance, savagery, animalistic thinking. That is what coats the bottom.
Okay.
As you go to the middle, you begin to get humanity in you. You become a human being. But then, when you go to the chamber of light, you get a whiff of what the gods live.
And what's the process to get there in your mind? Because you conceptualize this, so what process will we have to take to reach up to God's light?
Diligence, humility. Those are, and it is not a new thing to the world. There are so many human beings who are going through it right now. So many things who have a graded, it's not a graded course, but you have your lectures, your presentations, your everything given to you to attain those levels. Yeah. So you go from temple. I remember taking my time and going through the 12 temples. 12 temples. And then, bam, it happened. Okay. It doesn't last long. The illumination doesn't last long. It's not like you can live illumined all the time.
All the time. It
No.
happens. It's
It
like a burst of energy,
yeah, it is,
and then it subsides.
Boom, bam, gone. But then you feel it. You live it.
You're happy.
Yeah, you live it. You live it. Because I know when I'm in afflatus with God. I know when I'm in afflatus with God. I know when I meet people who make me part of that same world, part of that same feeling. So it's a wonderful thing when you can share moments like this. I am sharing with you right now.
Thanks for doing that.
But it is because we are on the same plane. You see? You cannot, the Bible tells you, you cannot throw pearls to pigs. Yeah.
So then you were inspired to write, right? And that's what we're going to get after right now. After going through what you just described, the inspiration for the words came, right?
That's right. That's right. And I was coming down from my house there at BFP, and just like how the poem said, it struck me. And I got all those visions, all those things I saw. And then I rebelled. Exhausted from this sudden trip, I came back to me again. And I tried hard and in vain to free myself from the master's grip. All things are possible, I softly said to the inner man. Let him find the silver. Let him find the gold. So what you see in front of you is the best I can do to show it to you. The gold became madre cacao. See the madre cacao has the color of gold? Yeah. The shimmering light come from your eyes. You see, if you close your eye a little, you see the light coming to you. The laws that rule come from afar, away from Egypt. They are perfect and never die. If the secret of it you want to know, light, life, and love, you got to show. So the three pillars, light, life, and love.
Life and love you got to show, right? But you did not do the first verse, so could I have the honor of reading the first verse? All right, because you started off at the second verse.
Okay, go ahead.
All right. Okay, an art concept of a free Belize by Amor. Mid-stride I stopped, not wanting to disturb the moment my breath held in, my mind receiving. The art concept, I saw it. Yes, I saw it. I saw it way up in my highest thought, midst the harmony of silence, perched on a pyramid of gold with an aura of shimmering light. Belize, my Belize, stood free.
Finish it.
you want to continue the rest? Because I thought you did a good job of reading the rest. Okay, let me go to verse 2. Exhausted from this sudden trip, I came back to me again, and I tried hard and in vain to free myself from the master's grip. All things are possible, I said to the inner man. Let him find the silver, let him find the gold. So what you see in front of you is the best I can do to show it to you. This gold became madre cacao. The shimmering light comes from your eyes. The laws that rule comes from afar. They are perfect and never die. If the secret of it you'd like to know, light, life, and love you got to show. All right? And that's a fantastic poem. You know, that's a fantastic poem. You know, thanks for allowing me to read it. You know, and
now we have it.
And like you, I saw Belize attain its freedom. You know, because we were wrong at the time of independence, and so Belize is in our hearts at all time, especially. And I thank God that we had the opportunity to see the independence of our beloved country and to be there, and not only be there, but to be an active part of it, because I was an active part of our independence. I contributed, right? So thank God for that opportunity.
Yeah, wonderful. I tell you, you are a treasure.
You too. You're not a treasure.
No, wait till the man that we tell you good.
No, well, I tell you, you're good.
Yeah.
You're good. And so it was a pleasure and honor to be talking with you.
So is the rest of the group, you know, so is the rest of the group. We have to acknowledge people.
That's right.
We have to acknowledge people who deserve acknowledgement.
Thank you. Well, Natividad, we have been joined by your wife, Rose Obando. And Miss Rose, you know, not talk much, but Miss Rose has been on our shows before, accompanying you when you sing and what have you. And you all really make a good duet, right, from what I can recall. So let's reminisce and go to some of those old moments. Where you play for? What that you do for us?
Well, normally, I don't tell Miss Rose which song I want to sing.
Well, Miss Rose, tell me, man. Tell me which song you want to sing, Miss Rose.
Giving Life of Love?
Or Baby, you want to start
Okay,
with
Baby. Okay, Baby. That's the first song. That's the first song I sang with Natividad when I met him. Yes, Baby.
You called him Baby, or he called you Baby? Which one?
No, well, the song named Baby.
Oh, the song named Baby. Okay, here we go then.
Baby,
how you think I'll hurt
you, much less ever leave you, when I love you so. Darling, you know that I mean it, you know that I live it my whole life through. You know that I am sincere, that no matter where I'm living for you. You know that I am sincere, that no matter where I'm living for you. Nena, no puedo dejarte, menos lastimarte, queriéndote así. Nadie puede criticarte, menos humillarte por falta de amor. Tú sabes que yo hoy soy sincero, tu amor lo venero con todo mi ser. Mi vida está en tus manos, mi amor, no estoy ciego, queriéndote así.
Qué bonita canción.
Yes.
Es tu favorita, ¿verdad?
Yes.
Original.
It's an original.
It's an original.
Dad wrote that song.
Who wrote it? Natividad wrote it, right? Yes. But
We sing it together too. And then we sing it together all the time.
So, which one you do for me next after this now?
You know which one I want to do?
Okay.
Because the night when we did a Love FM, we will do it and you may like it.
Yes.
Cruz de Olvido.
Cruz de Olvido. All right, let's go.
That will show that Miss Rose could sing Spanish too.
Miss Rose. Miss Rose, Miss Rose, you how you learn Spanish? You from the same area here?
Yeah, I learned it. I picked it up here in Branch and listening to Natividad talking to people. And then most of the people here talk Spanish. So I learned from them.
Okay. Where you originally from, Miss Rose?
Toledo, in Toledo district.
Forest Home, yeah. Beautiful village of Forest Home. Beautiful Forest Home. All right.
They always ask her, girl, where you get a boy from?
But hold on, that's true. Hold on, meet up.
Everybody asks the same story, the same question. You know when you're young.
But go ahead.
You know when you're young and you're being on vacation and you have a lot of friends that take you around to visit. I was in a group one time that came here, and I was on vacation too. So that's where I met Natividad. And I just met him, and then I thought it was just like meeting him, and that was all. But after that, we start trying to find out where I was and find out where he is too. And then we have got together and we have a family.
How many years ago?
Well, my eldest boy is 48 years now.
That means at least 2 years before that, 50.
50 years?
Yes,
right.
yeah, because we have 2 years before.
Well, congratulations.
You sing Spanish.
No, let's hear you sing the Spanish.
Con el atardecer me iré de aquí, me iré sin ti. Dejaré de ti con un dolor dentro de mí. Te juro, corazón, que no es falta de amor, pero es mejor así. Un día comprenderás que lo hice por tu bien, que todo fue por ti. La barca en que miré lleva una cruz de olvido, lleva una cruz de amor, y en esta cruz sin ti me moriré de hastío. Culpable no eres ser de que por mí puedas llorar. Mejor será partir, prefiero así de hacerte mal. Yo sé que sufriré, mi nave cruzará un mar de soledad. Adiós, adiós, amor, un día comprenderás que todo fue por ti.
La
barca say no know it.
Lleva una cruz de olvido, lleva una cruz de amor, y en esa cruz sin ti me moriré de hastío.
Very good, Miss Rose, and very good, Señor Natividad Amor Obando, right? Thank you so much.
Miss Rose, know that I write one lot of song. So one day he asked me, say, Amor, you write one lot of song, but you never write one for me. I tell her, all right, I'll write one for you then.
I will sing it right for Miss Rose.
Lord.
Oh, she sing it too?
Yeah.
Have we been together, living a life of love? So many things look better. We kept looking looking above. We are living a life of love. Now we face tomorrow, knowing that time will change. Youth we cannot borrow, but our love remains the same. We are living a life of love.
And tomorrow, when there's no tomorrow,
Feelings are no more. You'll be my timeless partner, living a life of love, living a life of love.
Living a life of love. And that's a perfect way to close our show this evening, right? Because it's all about love, you know. You express it in your poem, you express it with one another, and of course you express it in doing what you love to do. And the last verse of your poem ends saying, the secret of it you'd like to know, light, life, and love you got to show. Thanks for showing the love. Thanks for having us here. And more than anything else, thanks for choosing love, right? So, you want to say to me more?
well, Mr. Rene, you have made my day. That our Clint Eastwood Mr. Right? But you have made my day by coming to Big Yard today.
Yes.
Yeah, that was my biggest dream, that one day Mr. Rene R. Villanueva will come to Big Yard.
That's right, I've done a Big Yard. So, and a lot of love we have experienced here today. So we say, thanks for choosing love. Belize Watch. Knowledge of the past, impacting the present, building the future.
Celebration time. It don't matter what part of the jewel you come from. You that you